Well, hello there, everyone. How on earth are you doing? Look who I found. It's Bart. It's Bart.
Hey!
How are you doing,
What's up?
man? Welcome, dude. Welcome to Lockdown Lunatics. Episode 3 is all about you, my dude.
Good to be here, man.
Man, it's good to have you here.
Really nice.
It was so difficult with fucking last week's technical problems. I'm so glad we got it all sorted now.
You got it fixed.
Yeah, man.
Also good for you for the next episodes, I guess.
Yeah, and for just co-writing with Monuments and, everything else I'm doing, just being able to have a vibe. Hello to all of our regulars, all of our legends in chat. I see you. Drusif is in there. We've got Dave the drummer, we've got Miguel, we've got Nick Povey, Papa Rain. It's a party in here. That's all I'm saying. Megatrivium. We have a user called Megatrivium. We have a guy called Nippon who's been hanging out. Someone called Ducky. Hello to you, Vissus. You're all legends. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah.
Quack, quack.
Whack, 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 whack. So, we are going to write some tunes for you. And we don't know what we're writing yet. We were going to have Daniel. He was actually said he was going to be here. I was going to surprise you with that, but then he just said he's way too tired from work and he needs to rest. So...
Did he have a late night on Discord as well, on some kind of server?
No, I did. Everyone here knows on the Discord that I got a little drunk and we had a lot of fun playing zombies. It happens rarely. We normally hang out and play zombies. I don't usually get drunk while doing it. It was fucking funny though. It was a hell of a night.
Nice, man.
So yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It was sick. It was sick. I really enjoyed our gaming session last week though.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But this is going to be fucking great. So, let me bring you into our session. We're all connected. Everything's working. It's a little bit of a hard thing for you to kind of see everything that we're up to. So I might move our faces about a little bit just to, work out where the best place to be. In fact, I've already just decided that I'm going to move me up to here and then you down to here. Because then that way people can see what track we're working on. The left side is far more important, if you know what I mean. Also, then now you're below me, and this is kind of cute.
Hey, Mike!
Hey, buddy!
What's up?
Oh, man. So, we have some critical decisions to be made here. We need to work out what we're playing and how we're playing it. We have all the instruments in the world lined up. I've got my programmed guitars and my programmed bass and my Nord up. And also, you guys can kind of watch me play stuff in a bit better with this sexy angle I've got here. But he's got everything all on. Are you just doing guitar on this? Did you want me to do like any programmed bass for now, or did you want to jump between guitar and bass?
I have a bass here, but let's just do me guitar and maybe you can program bass.
Nice. We'll start with that. Yeah, as long as I can work out the riff quickly, then yeah. So
we'll see.
So yeah, for those who don't know, we're using a thing called VST Connect. It's inside Cubase, and basically it allows me to connect with him. The only important button for me is to hit is this rehearse button, because at the moment this means I'm currently in control. So when I play, I'm in time. But if I hit the rehearse button off, now it's synced up to Bart. So if I hit something, huge delay. But if Bart plays along with this, it's in sync with him. So like you'll see him being in sync, but I can't. It's a huge delay for me. So one of us should start with a riff, I guess. I'm not sure where we should start with this. I feel like we should sort of maybe work out what kind of tempo or what kind of vibe we're going for, but I'm hoping to do something that's pretty silly and pretty heavy, and I'm fine with
just
it being
super heavy, right?
Yeah, and I'm fine with it being faster or thrashier or slower or groovier. Really, I can go in like any direction right now. So
yeah, I went to this session like without any preparation. I didn't want to come with any riff. It's cool to decide it on the spot, So that's what I think is a cool challenge.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking we can do to start this off is actually that we can actually involve the users in in what kind of vibe we should go with. I'd say let's just start off with a simple question of, do we go thrashy and fast or groovy and slow to start with? We can go anywhere, you know, the song can go anywhere. So I'm going to just get chat involved in influencing the start of this song. What kind of speed we talking? And then first one is going to be fast and thrashy. Number 2 is going to be slow and groovy. You can totally vote in this by typing an exclamation mark vote and then the number 1 or 2. 1 is for fast and thrashy, 2 is for slow and groovy. So totally go ahead and throw all of that in and let us know all about that. While you're doing that, I'm going to make sure that if you go ahead and throw any blurps in, that we can both hear it, because that's not something that I actually tested before. I usually test that every time beforehand. I'm going to fire a quick one real quick just to make sure that you can hear it as well, Bart, because I really love it when my guests can hear the sub drops that chat is
and the farts
on.
and stuff like last week.
Yeah. Right now we're getting a lot of votes for slow and groovy. In fact, we're not getting any votes for fast and thrashy. It looks like we have like 8 votes. Oh, you can see it, can't you? You've got OBS camera inside, yeah. So you can actually see how this is going. So, Nick wants it fast and thrashy. We're probably gonna go there at some point. I mean, it's you know, you write some fucking amazing fronts. Yeah, dude. Dude, that tone sounds great as well. Do you want to tell everyone a bit? Sounds so good. What are you using, by the way? You should let everyone know while I test this button.
Yeah, I'm using my Kemper. Whoa. What's this?
You can hear that, right?
We reached a new level. Yeah.
I just
quite loud.
It's pretty loud.
Okay.
I can turn that down for you if you want.
That's fine.
I have independent control. I brought it down for you. That's good. I dropped it by like 5 dB. Cool. Sweet.
But this sound I'm using, it's my Kemper, and this sound is the exact profile from the latest album of textures that we used in the studio. We profiled that whole setup. It's a 5150, super hot, biased, and that's just it. The 5150 with a Bogner cabinet thing. Without any pedals in front, just like that, and cranked up super, super loud.
Yeah, it sounds amazing, man.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's so sick,
and
man.
It's still transparent. That's what I like about it.
I just pressed a button that moved everything to my BRB screen by accident. Forgive me, everyone. What was I trying to do? I have too many key commands. Some of them are for OBS and some of them are for not. So we're going with groove now. I'm gonna pick a BPM for us because I just have a kind of a vibe in mind. I feel like I'm just gonna throw some drums at you and then we'll kind of go from there. Now, one thing I tend to do, as I've only done one of these where I wrote all the riffs myself, I don't want to give you kick drums just yet necessarily, because I will then make you have to do a riff based on those kicks. We could do that later, but what I want to do now is, what I sometimes do is I'll make a groove which is just cymbals and snare and ghost notes, so it's nice and groovy, but there's no accents, so you can just fit into my feel, and then we can make kicks and better ghosts around it. But you can just basically play to it and write to it, and then we can then record something once you have it down, and I can just sit here and fucking, you know, just get nerdy with it, basically. So that could be really fun. All right, so I'm going to make sure I'm on my focus now. I'm on rehearsal mode. Just quickly track some drums on this. Let's see how that goes. That was a really weird way to start a groove, to have a round of applause. Yeah, I should probably not have included any toms, to be fair. That was kind of an odd thing to start with. I'm getting into a groove that's kind of a bit too stereotypical. But for me, it's just so much more fun to start with like something real rather than programming at like a starting point. So
cool.
So there we go. We have, oh, hang on. Oh my god, I need to stop doing that. I just hotkeyed out of this again. I need to work out why that's happening. It's because I just have too many hotkeys, basically. So I'll put it on a nice long loop for you, and then I'll just let you have a jam to this.
All right.
Cool. It's now on your control. No, Toms! I've seen Drew writing that. Joseph's like just shouting, like, I know how he's meaning to shout in the chat as well. He's like doing that fake British accent. That's just fucking funny, man.
No Toms?
He's like, no Toms! Don't give it any Toms! I can hear him in my head. I know how he's trying to say this. Do you want metronome or not, if you've kind of got this kind of groove already? You can have it with a click as well, like this.
Add a click. It's okay.
Nice.
Add a click.
All right, cool. I'll record you anyway in case something cool happens. But yeah. Oh no,
cool.
Hang on. One sec. Here we go. I like it. It's a good starting place. I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to commit to it straight off the bat, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
I like that feeling, like in the beginning something super heavy and then only high notes.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. We could all.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Would you track that as just one part, or would you track like John as their own thing if you were writing right now?
Maybe you can bring variations with that.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, I want to let you. You know what? How's about then? If you want, just do the low notes for now, and just like improvise whatever the John, and you can just no wrong answers. You just make it what it is.
Yeah, because this is still a bit generic, but I don't know what to do with it.
So for now, just imagine, because you can hear it in your mind already, and I can hear it too. So we don't have to have it there yet. What we'll do is we'll just have just do the low chugs, and then I'll make a drum part that fits around that, and then we can have some fun with what's going on. On the higher side.
We have to have like 4 ultimate variations of the boom, boom, boom.
Minimum, man. I'm thinking let's let you do 8 or more, and then like I can cut the ones, and move them into a different order or whatever. Let's like call this
I'll do
one.
a bunch.
Yeah, and then we'll move them around, and we'll also transfer some HD recordings straight on as well. This is gonna be really fun. All right, here we go. This is all you, man. Yes.
For example, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
it's not perfectly tight yet, but
well, that's the thing, and that's the big challenge with doing anything like we're doing right now, is that like we're, this whole idea of just doing things and then making potentially that being the final thing, it's a big challenge. It's really difficult for us to do because we're used to being in our own little world and we get meticulous into our brains, So I really like when we just sort of, do things that are kind of, sporadic and random and new. You know
what I do lately?
Yeah.
Just to for a brainstorming vibe for myself, I add. I don't know if it's still here. Yeah. I just add. It's ridiculous.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's just fucking big, man.
Yeah, but you want to record bass on it, so we're not doing it now. But it brings you that fluffy low end, like boom, boom, like the bass is resonating in a big hall.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
write different riffs because of that, because it's just ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I bet. Well, you know what?
It's not tight at all, but for the vibe, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'm actually seeing it when I'm doing my own guitar riffs, for example. It's pretty quick for me to just do it in guitar because I can just copy the MIDI to the bass, and then that is all done at once. The thing is that this could take some time for me to transcribe what you play on bass when we're writing. So I think you should do that. Leave that on, and that way there is no retranscribing process needed in that moment. When we're then making the next version of the riff, you can track, guitars without the octave, and then and we'll also up the level on that riff at the same time, if you know what I mean.
That's cool.
That's a cool idea.
It's not a refined sound yet, yo.
No.
But it's fun.
That's right. Well, I'm gonna keep what I got because I actually did an HD transfer and I've got the WAV of that recording that you did just there. Just gonna double check it works. It sounds great, yeah. It's really cool, and you can hear
awesome.
You can hear the quality of that guitar sounds way better than what we picked up over the internet as you did it. That's the in the moment one. That you can already tell it's more fizzy. It's like a real WAV. So I really love that. So we'll keep it. We'll mute it. The other thing I want to do is you were like a bar out of sync with like just the moments that I had, so I'll start you recording from bar like from like bar 1, and you'll get like 2 bars, so it'll be like this, then 1 2 3 4 bum bum ba-dum, and then maybe that's then you're in lock, in that moment.
I just started without listening.
No, it's all right. It's all good. It was wicked, and I've just bumped it a bar forward. Okay. But yeah, no, it's great that we're not having any latency problems. Oh god, that sounds big. Also,
so you have my normal guitar, but also pitched 1 octave lower.
Yeah, I love it.
Same time.
And to be honest, I could even just roll off the low end a bit and then add bass, and then we can get this kind of three note thing going on where you have like your guitar is octaved but the subs are rolled off, so I've got room to make a bass part there, but we could even harmonize with that. That could make it to the final. We might not even have to retrack. I quite like the sound of it. Because, when
the bad thing about it is that I cannot play power chords. They will sound horrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't understand power chords. So.
Yeah, no, because you
can't
just
I'm
have
not
the low
the one note guy.
Yeah, with MIDI for me, it's, way faster, because it's like... shit, hang on. I've just gone and hit a key switch, haven't I? Because it's just one note and I play it and then everything. so it's much easier, and then I can just take the MIDI and pull the chords out of it, and then I'm pretty quick to do all the power chords. I could even write some leads over it, but we'll see how that goes. For now, I want you to track something fucking filthy over this.
Okay.
Cool. And feel free to just keep going until you just say, yes, that's good. You just do what you did before. You just wave your hands and be like, fuck it, stop there. But,
yeah,
let's have some fun with it. Cool, here we go. I love where that went.
It's falling apart.
Oh, there was some gold in there though. One of my favorite things about textures is, and it's quite a similar thing to what I love about Gojira, is that there's a simplicity to what's going on that is embraced, where a lot of writers would overcomplicate it at the initial stage, not mentioning any names, but it's like way too complicated at the start, and then it makes it awesome. But what I love is when it's wicked and heavy, but in a simple way, you know, but it's the content is powerful, and this, I instantly get that vibe from this, like, you know, it's just a matter of committing to it in that moment. But yeah, it sounds really good.
And this sound, it's a funny sound or something, just for writing to get in the vibe.
Yeah,
and I really like to really construct it and to hear it super tight with the guitar and a super tight bass guitar. Then it even sounds more brutal. I think.
Man.
Just for the vibe, this is always a lot of fun.
For real, it's a real thing. I'm just going ahead and making I'm just making some actual tracks real quick, so that I have like a bit of a better thing kind of going on. Just trying to work out how to manage the housekeeping of this, but this is gonna sound fucking wicked. Let me just delete the internet version and then have the WAV version. Do you want to make like a 4-bar, 8-bar loop out of these ideas and kind of reconstruct them, or do you want to just let it be what it is and just see where that takes us? Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We did well. That's it. That's the song.
That's the song.
Let's go to the pub. Fuck it.
Put it on Spotify. Upload.
Yeah, wicked. There's actually some questions in the chat I'm seeing as well. Mega Trivium's asking if you usually double track or quad track. Right now, it's sounding huge as a single, so, you know, I guess it depends on the riff, doesn't it?
Yeah. What do you mean right now to double track it?
I guess he's just asking, like, in general, when you're writing. Or, I don't even know if he means writing or tracking, but I think the thing is with writing is you want the energy to stay high, so, you know, right now we're improvising as well, so improvising double tracking doesn't work well. There's another real benefit to this MIDI thing, because it's an instantly double tracked. They're like double tracked off one note. So like I get 2 guitars plus 1 bass with one. It's like a really it's a speedy uppy thing, but honestly I don't mind the mono sound when we're writing. Anyways.
And I'm sending you a stereo file, right? Yeah. You can also make the pitch shifter more stereo.
Yeah,
but no, don't want that.
The bass being in the center is fine. For now, yeah, those kinds of things, they can bog down a session before they even get started, so I don't want to get too much in that. I just like to keep the conversation with the chat, you know, going as it goes. So, because there was
I like some of the variations, but it should be like 4 ultimate cool variations, I think, or 8.
And it should have a loop to it, you know, like, so do you want to listen through it and kind of choose the bits that you like the most? We both kind of have a listen, see which ones we're liking more than others, and which one's the perfect ending, which one's the perfect starter, and then we can kind of rate them and then cut them about. Let's have a listen to it.
Rape them?
Or rate.
Rape them. They'll rape them for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All these ideas.
Oh, fuck me. Unless, if you'd actually like, what I could do is I could put some kick drums on all of them so they have a fair fucking chance rather than just being, at the moment.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that because right now we're imagining what it will sound like with drums. So, and we might throw away things that we otherwise wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I want the
you have to listen through the not so tight parts.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out again how to open this in the bottom. I can't remember. I turned that off because I didn't like it, so it's fine.
Oh, I see a tiny bit of the track.
Say again?
Those poor IDs. I see a tiny bit of the chat.
Oh,
2
you can
lines.
see it. Yeah, because it's kind of like there. Oh shit! I just realized as well. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. The chat is kind of in front of our things. If you want to see the chat as well, you can actually just open my channel, its chat window on like a web browser if you want, and then you can just see the chat without watching the stream. I think you can just go to twitch.tv/MalianDrum/chat and then only have the chat open if you want to see what people are saying. Yeah.
Yeah, if I have to wait so much for you, so... No, I know you're quick, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Right, so I'm going to put some kicks down. Is that dun-dun-dun, or is it just dun-dun?
Dum-dum.
Cool, easy. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's, I'm going to treat the kicks in their own thing. I'm going to make them 1-2-7 as well, because that always sounds better. We'll quickly rattle through this. Dun 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 dun. I like that. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Nice rolling for your leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun dun. Jun jun jun. Jun? Dun 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 dun. Was that meant to be like dun 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 dun?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm too slow.
No, that's all right. I can just do a quick quickly, because it was just done for writing, you know. I like that one a lot. Dun 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 dun.
Falling apart slowly.
I'm actually thinking of changing that a bit. Like instead of dun 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 gadon, I'm thinking of that one can be like dun 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 gang gang gas gang gang gas dun 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 dun. So like this.
Yeah.
Haha.
Okay.
Dance dunks. Oh, hang on. It's the dance, the dunk. Oh, I'm liking that. Just the dunk, cat. Cat. Yeah, I'm hearing it now. And then I'll put a little stop in there.
Oh.
I love it. I'm feeling like the guitar is louder than the fucking. Ooh, boy's got a bit of a delay on him. I love it. It's dun 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 dun. He's getting ready to put those high notes in. D-Wasted is asking what tuning this is in.
It's a B standard, my 7-string. With a low B under it, of course.
Nice. Oh, you mean not in the tuning, but in the digital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ban dun dun. I'm just gonna enjoy doing this for a bit. Dun, dun, dun. Down.
Sounding brutal already.
It's sounding huge. That note plus you doing it sounded like a fucking elephant having a heart attack. Thanks for the follow, Sasha. Whoa, hang on. What's the rhythm here? Down, 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 down. Yeah, I got that. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. It's literally just down, 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 like those groups of 3 the whole time. I'll throw some groovy snares in there. It's so fucking filthy, man. Holy shit. Yeah, you have a think about what's going in the but
in between, yeah.
Yeah, I'm already thinking that big that down 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 is definitely going to be the ending. Either I'm thinking if we've got 2 endings, that's the long one, maybe at the end of like the 16, like it's the second ending, so then it could be like a shorter, simpler first ending, and then that it can be a repeat of that, maybe just plus that ending, and because that's too long for every time it would get.
Yes, for sure.
It could risk getting tiring to hear that over and over again. It could like spoil
you
the
want
potential of everything else. Because this is Daniel going fucking mad, isn't it, right now, over all of this?
Yeah.
I just got redeemed to hydrate, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got channel points going on and people can tell me to do things. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. What was that? Dun, dun, dun. Pedal hat. Yep. Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. That was over the bar line. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll stop on the drums as well. just to give that live.
Like swallow.
Yeah. Yeah. Bam bam. Oh, that was meant to be a crash, not a ragdoll. Oh, dun dunk. Dun dun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing I'm picking up what you're putting down. Bam, dun, dun. Normally I would play this stuff in a bit more, but nah, I need to give you a jazzier fill. Get a bit of that Steph-inspired action going on.
Yes.
Oh man, what happened? Done. I think we're getting quite near to the end of it. Let's have a listen to what we got so far, and then we can do some programming over the end of it. Let's have a check it out. Oh, where'd my
That's
kick?
already nice. Oh.
This should keep going. All of this is sick. All of this works. This doesn't have to have had a repeat
Until
at all.
here, I'm already convinced.
Yeah,
maybe after this, it's too much.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of it,
follow.
and then it's the whole section is done with no loops. You know what I mean? It's like a unique whole macro section. It's not made out of like micro pieces. Of course, we can.
Yeah, it's like nice summary verse.
Yeah.
This is it's a summer vibe.
Yeah. When it comes to remembering the riffs, I don't know if visuals work for you when you're tracking drums, but if you want, while you're recording guitars, I don't know if this is a good way for you to read drums, but like I'm quite used to like reading it in MIDI form when it comes to remembering what the rhythms are. But I could always keep a window open that looked better. If you prefer a drum map, for example, I could do that.
No, this is a good view, but I'll have to hear it once or twice and then.
Yeah, we can do it in sections.
Recording a few parts. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do those kicks, so. Put in the crash there as well. Didn't I'm not sure about throwing those triplets in there. That works. This is that. I saw you as you were doing it. You were like having so much fun with it. You could always take that rhythm and come up with something that's like got some notes in it. Dun, 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 bah, you know, something that has more motion in it. But at the same time, it was just a big fuck off, like.
Really random way down.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure exactly as to how this is all going to get released. My idea was to put out an EP that's like the first volume of collections of songs. But I mean, I really want to put them on Spotify and let them be real songs that people can listen to. And the one with Andy, I've just got a bit of a workflow. I've got like a bit of a workload bottleneck with a lot of stuff going on. But I'm basically ready to send the one with Andy to get mixed already. And then this one, it'll have the same thing. But yeah, we just want to get like a piece of artwork done because videos are going to take too long and probably cost too much to make. We just want to make like a graphic that summarizes the story of the song, and then we've got a release. We'll just put it out on Spotify, be done with it. So that's all still happening. I just have so much going on. It's hard to keep all the things moving, you know. But it's fun.
Yeah.
Week by week, we have some fun with it. Let me get these kicks in on the end and then get it done.
Let's see if it's worth it.
Oh, it's
or
worth
you just want to do it.
It's worth it. It's always worth it.
Maybe for the second verse.
Yeah, this could be the ending as well. As someone in the chat said, this could be a great ending. Dun dun. It's dun. Dun dun dun. Yep. I kind of feel like the best, like that like we might be at the end of the riff. What we get here might just be something that we drag in. We've definitely got the full length, and it all still sounds good. But let's see what happens when I just finish this process off. Oh, I really like that. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Yeah, that. Bum, bum. Got you. Yum, yum. Hungry, hungry hippos. Someone just called this the fuck off riff in chat. That kind of does what the last one already did. The thing that I liked from this was this. That is golden. That's out. Everything other than that, after that looping point, basically from there, That's where we're kind of, it's then too long. But we've got this thing that works really well as that. So let's just try and yeah, we can go, yeah. So I'm just gonna like cut that, make it green so that I know that that's like trying to get in somewhere. Let's try and find a place for it. If not, it's fine. It's all fucking wicked and heavy.
Not tight. Yeah.
So there are two things that happen at the beginning, and I think if we exchange one of them with that green thing, or you've got a complete section. It's either this one here, or it's this one here. That one's good though. This one, that one I felt was the flattest of them.
Most
so
boring.
I'm thinking what we can do, hopefully, is we can take this. What bar does that start? Oh, hello. I just want to copy that for now. I don't know how this kind of copying is going to work. Oh, it had that little good one from the last thing, and that actually kind of worked. Not so much.
Nah,
it's cool.
keep the dun.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to keep that from here as well. The and then that John, because they're at the moment. Dun. Yeah. We can...
keep it open.
Oh, keep
Not too
it.
much kicks in the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh, hang on. I had two sets of drum parts here that I need to get rid of one of them. Whoopsie. I'll get that out of here. Nah. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. Yeah, now we're good. Cool. I don't want to spend more time transcribing bass. I kind of want to get into the meat and potatoes of expanding this into guitar world.
First set the structure.
Yes. I can already imagine some like insane vocals. I'm gonna cut the end off because I'm committed to the fact that we've got the best of everything in here. Also gonna.
Where's the Saint Anger snare?
Yo, Infinite Myth just raided. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Cool. Right, we have.
I was thinking of an intro, or maybe at least something for under all of this, next to the things that are still coming. Just a sort of pad.
Okay, something that's just going all the time. Yeah. That's awesome. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Maybe high gain.
Good, thanks, Infinite. How was your stream, buddy? I love that. You know what? I love both versions. Oh, I love both versions. You could make use of both at different points in the song, but this is the right one for now. The one before is great for an intro. But for now, let's do that heavier version of it. Also, what we could do is we can sidechain the riff to cut this off, and then this jumps back in. If we're having a problem fighting for space, we can give that a try.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you just go ahead and do that for as many bars as you want. I'll give you 2 bars lead in again. You ready for that?
Cool.
Here we go. Oh, no click. Let's do this. Here we go. All to you. That was awesome.
Just for in the background.
No, it's wicked. And the thing that came into my head the moment you started doing that was just, textures. I like it. Not as in the band, but as in just the fact that there are some.
Add some textures.
Add some textures. Haha, funny joke. Haha. Had to say it once at least. Oh, it was so sick. There was one moment where you kind of, it sounded like you either accidentally or purposefully muted the note at the moment where a big thing happened, so it kind of sounded like a ducking sidechain. I don't know if that was a pure accident or if that was purposeful, but it was fucking awesome.
No, it should resonate with 2 strings all the time, I think. But,
yeah, I can't remember when it was, but let me oh shit, hang on, I'll get on to
I got the Fernandez sustainer in this guitar. That's why it rings so long.
It's amazing, man. Do you mind if I throw some effects on that real quick?
Yeah, it's not ultimate yet, but just for back in the mix, you know.
Yeah, I have a reverb called Black Hole by Eventide that this is just screaming to be used by that, and potentially also Crystallizer by Sound Toys. Crystallizer I'll hold off on for a second, but I just need to send that to that, and then we'll be good. Did that not send at all? That was weird. Yeah, no, it's all good. There we go. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple but powerful. And then this is what I like to fuck with on the side.
Awesome.
Then I just need to clean up the high cut on it. Just makes it choral, you know, and adds layers. But you have to be really careful with it. Sounds fucking awesome on its own. This is dumb how heavy this is. Yeah, this is
dark, man.
Dark as
pretty
fuck,
cool.
Man. You want to start doing
just with a low B and a high B.
literally, just that. But I can hear what that's gonna sound like once you've got your in-betweeners, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like what? And that's what I'd love to work on now with you as well. And then what I might do as well, actually, I have a setup that would allow me to actually, if I wanted to, just I could jump on the drums and track a bit to like level it up another level, even while we're going. But we don't have to do that. If it depends on whether or not that elevates the songwriting session or not for me. But yeah, I'm open to doing that for sure. Right. I was thinking while you were playing in that you were a tad loud compared to the mix, and that's like a separate knob that I've now switched. Cool. Let me give you full latency preference on this, and yeah, let's start with some in-betweeners, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking of that what I just did was a bit, I think it's always a bit too generic, but can be cool because it's just ridiculous, but but it slides towards it and away from it.
Yeah, I like that.
Can be cool.
Yeah,
or something like
yeah.
Something like that, like...
Yeah, I'm feeling that, to be honest. Yeah, I like the ring out on it as well. That's closer to what I felt like would work. Yeah, go for it.
Something more filthy, I don't know.
Oh shit! Sorry. Press the wrong button again. What I could do if you want. Holy crap!
Something like that, but it should not be easy to follow.
John, thank you so much for the £10 tip. You absolute legend. Half of that will be going to charity. Thank you so much for the support, dude. He's saying we're looking good, you two. It's fucking awesome of him. Thank you so much, dude. So what I've done is I've kind of set up a 3-bar loop for you. The thing with this is that I can't use actual transport looping because of the network. It would just throw it all off. So I have to kind of make a new loop at the end and then drag things back. So what I've done is like made... Actually, 3-bar loop doesn't make so much sense. What we can do is a 2-bar loop, which is so that you can play with the space of it. So it would just go like this, basically. Space here, and then that's a loop. Space here. That sounds so cool, dude. That sounds super sick.
Like that.
Yeah, I really like that. I actually recorded you doing that a bit because I love that so much. I think I might have even had enough of that to. Oh yeah, go on. Oh, sorry, I just muted it for a second. So there was something you did in this that was just so perfect. Something in that vibe. Get him in. I'm not sure how the two work with each other.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with just the B and the C. You think it without delays is more clean?
I think. I'm not sure. I mean, like, there's one part of me that says, like, record it dry and let me do effects in my end. On the other hand, I'm like, this is just a writing session. Do what feels and sounds right. So, I'd say probably without delay, because it's still kind of like a rhythm part. I'm not even sure entirely about the strength of the reverb you've got going on, but I want you to define that at the same time, you know, so I don't want to inform the process too much with that. But I think with the reverb...
Dial back a tiny bit.
Yeah, just a bit. Are you trying to start it at the moment that the, like, in between the rhythm, or are you meaning to just play along throughout the whole thing and it just kind of exists all the time? Because I was imagining this, like, so it's almost like one part. That's what I was hearing originally, yeah. So if you then, and then with this loop, you can kind of go, bit of like,
and slide back in time.
Something like that, you know, like, so it fits in perfectly. But we've got a good loop of that first one here, so you can kind of do that a few times. So I'll put you on a record of it, and then the time that you go, that was the one, and just stop, and we'll take that and throw it into the main thing, and then...
Yeah, and then I have to... For every loop, every space in between, it has to be filled in differently.
Exactly. Well, we can develop the notes every time, you know, we can take it another step on, and it can harmonize and grow. But because we're doing it methodically in like by doing the first, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, it's got a natural phrase, you know, transition to it, which is sick.
I'll try to slide towards it and go back. To the riff, as if I'm playing it as a full riff.
Yeah, you could start it in two ways. You could like, so it's like dun dun or like dun dun or dun dun dun. You know, you could choose where that slide is. It doesn't have to be a perfectly playable part. Just play with that intro and the outro. Just do a bunch of variations on it, and we'll choose the one we prefer. But I've got you on just on an endless loop, so, you know, well, I say endless, I'll just keep extending it as you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cool, have some fun.
Yeah,
that's an order. Yeah, that was it. That was sick. Yeah, that was the one. I was thinking as you were doing it, like, oh, if he just slides out a bit sooner, it'll be perfect. And then you were already like, yeah, I got this. Let me just pick that up. The only annoying thing is, of course, I have to pick up the entire, like, 17 megabyte file right now of the whole thing just to cut the end off. But that's transferring in now. So, yeah, I've got that now. Sweet.
Yeah, I see it.
Nice.
That goes fast, man. That's
dude, yeah,
cool.
You got a good internet connection. It's wicked. And it's really cool. So it was just basically that last version. Yeah, there's that weird gap before it happens, but I like it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's realistic. To be able to play it, I think it's necessary.
Yeah. See, I was just thinking of like, screw being able to play it, like you can bend the rules when you're writing a bit and then like, have some overlay stuff. At the same time, I respect the fact that you're making it playable. You're making it possible to do it live, which I like. I like that. Can you imagine doing like an after party set of this stuff with all the collaborations one day? That would be so sick.
I'm in for it.
Yep, cool. We've got the first part now, so let me just give myself latency control so I can jump around a bit quicker. I'm feeling like that lead is a bit on the cloudy side, so I'm gonna just dial it back, and I might do some compression that's sidechained from everything else just to tuck it in. But for now, I'll just
that lead.
This.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool.
Bring it way back.
I really like what it's doing. Yeah, I just had it too loud, I think. So this next one is nowhere
short.
Is much shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna just.
I don't know if it's necessary there. If we're gonna add vocals, that could be a cool.
Yeah, like. Or you could just have like just like a few notes that are in there. But we could also leave it open. But the thing is, I feel like vocals and lead stuff could be happening simultaneously. You know. Let me get it pasted in. So. Oh, hang on. Sorry, still got loads of drums from the old loop there. My bad. There we go. Is that right? Let me give you latency preference again. So now when you play, you're in time. Have a jam with it. I mean, we could just leave this one open. It's completely up to you. But seeing as we've set the intention, opening it with notes, I feel to pull it out.
I'll add a bit.
Yeah, cool. All right.
For sure.
Yep, I got that. Did you want to retrack that? Because I did record you doing that. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm overlapping with the riff still, right?
Are you? Well, let me check. Let me give myself latency.
Should be in between.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, I do have like, I can re-speed as well, like, just to hear what it would sound like, but it would be better, obviously, to track it with that.
I'll cut off one note.
Nice. That works, yeah, I'm into that. Cool.
That's still cool accents for the vocals.
Dave just used my my request a style function to request that we play metal right now. I think we're already doing that. Nice. Cool. All right, I'm gonna let you just track and have some fun with it. This will be Dan from Texas who does the vocals.
No! Yeah!
Oh, you got it. Sorry, I'm fucking about.
Slide up, slide down.
Yeah. Yeah, that fit nicely. Let me oh wait. Let me get that in there. Get a transfer going. Boink. There we go. Oh shit, that's cool. I cut that already, and it's like given me that, but it's like duplicated what I did with it. It's like cut it up for me as well, which is sick. I didn't know it did that. Wow. That's cool, man. Okay. Shit. Make sure I get this in the right place. Oops, nope. This one. So here's from the start. Hang on. I'm going to extend your initial slide a little bit in that so that it's a bit more like, well, I can do that on my end. So it's like, are you okay with that? Like, or did you like the fact that it had that little gap before?
Nice. Good, like this.
Yeah, cool, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's cut out some waiting time. Yes, cool. We're doing good, Drew. It's good to have you here. Right, so that's that one. I guess let's just do the next one, I guess. This one's fucking long as well. So I guess what we could do here is very similar to what we did before, in terms of you know, like, but you could harmonize with it, maybe change some of the notes,
or let it swell up.
Yeah, can you introduce a slightly different note movement, maybe? That would be cool. Although you could maybe, if you did, what was the first one you did again? Because that could be better for like a third one, but because then that would be like, I had a note that. How easy would it be for you to go from and to introduce the note or something like that? Or is that an open note that I'm Yeah. I'm not sure if that fits better or not. It's
something
just an
like
idea.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it can.
I'll mess around. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's just an idea. It might be shit. Who knows? You know, gotta have them first, and then. Cool. Here we go. Nice, cool. Here you go.
Right.
Oh, hang on. Let me give you latency control. Here you go.
From here, I cannot slide. But yeah, just try it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it. on it for a bit longer, or did you want to just keep going?
Yeah. Maybe high.
Yeah, that could be
And
really
at
cool.
least you can slide towards it.
Yeah. Nice.
Something like that.
Yeah, cool. Have a play with that. See what happens.
Yeah. That for now.
Yep. Because it's just to get the meat and potatoes for writing. The meat.
Yeah.
It's the meat and the potatoes that we want. All we're looking for is the meat and the potatoes.
Pete and the potatoes.
Pete and the potatoes. The Pete and the potatoes. We do love the meat and the potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. Potatoes.
Potassium.
Right.
Potassium is my favorite. Sorry. Cool. I don't know why I did that, but we did that, so it's cute. Potato's gonna potate. That's really fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, leave it for now. Don't know if I like it, but
No, okay, fair enough. That's what I quite like it. I was thinking of for if it was the fact that it didn't end in time, I can just make that shorter again. Like that.
okay.
Yeah, I like it. I kind of wish I had an angrier thing going on over all the guitars to just make them fucking as in your face as possible. I'm imagining a very like over the top fucking sound to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so clean as it sounds now, if you know what I mean.
The guitars, well, they don't sound so clean now.
They do. I like it. But yeah, they have that huge.
Or the lead, you mean?
Yeah. No, I just meant like all of the fucking junk. Imagining that like hyper aggressive, overly blowing your face up kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Fuck me, this is... Hang on, let's listen from the start and let's see if there's not a big gap here, so I don't think we even need to fill this one. Let's see what this sounds like.
It's like a building falling over.
It literally is. We could always just like come back to that process at another point and kind of just write more other riffs. You can sometimes get tunnel vision on like the hows and whys of a riff sometimes more than Like
Let's see where it goes to,
and
then later we can come back to this if we want.
Yeah. So I've got this kind of like I've got a bunch of like potential ideas in my head of like, you know, other sections. But what I'm really liking, there was like there was this rhythm that was in your first thing you did here. The I think because at the moment that's digging digging da digging digging da, but at one point I thought I heard you go digging digging da digging digging da digging digging da like in a group of 5 notes, and it sounded fucking sick. I don't know if it was an accident, but I love.
I'm doing this. I don't know if you can hear this.
Let me give you latency control, and I'll be able to hear it better.
Take this off. What a noise. What did I do?
Yeah, I heard it originally as dada. When you were writing it, you did some kind of like, you had a kind of a
open
moment.
string. It's never on the beat.
Right.
That's good.
Got you. At one point, I thought I heard you do it like in yeah, because we could make a riff out of that, but like in like or something like that, you know, as like a kind of a B riff to go from there. But what I thought I heard was that you did a like a rhythm that was, because I can't tell exactly, you know, how. Now I'm starting to get a better feel for what you had in your head. I heard something that had a weird meter to it, like like having a like this kind of like every now and again it would kind of skip a note, so like something like that, if you know what I mean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, like throw in wild cards of 5 or 7. So one of my friends who was in the chat last night just typed in the chat how to order Travis Scott burger, and that was a very silly thick joke that we were fucking about with. Anyway, but yeah, like I kind of heard you do something like that while you were writing the lead stuff, and I was like, ooh. But yeah, my brain like gravitates towards those kinds of odd wild cards. You know, every now and again throw in a 5 or a 7. So what I was thinking was like, maybe we can do like some kind of low focused riff that is sort of like let me just get a note. Better if I do it down on here actually. Or even like shit, now I'm just doing groups of 5 in like a row instead of like the cooler like you know, something like that. I don't know. That's a groove that's in my head that could work nicely.
What tempo are we working in?
Still at this this kind of vibe. I can give you some different like a different vibe of drums to have a jam over if you'd like.
Give me if you hear the click and I play along, do you hear it in time?
Yes, if I do that, I was gonna give you like another thing with some hi-hats and some snare and some snares, some ghosts and stuff for you to play along with if you want.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me lay that down.
I can show you the accents that I have in my hand.
Oh, okay.
In my head for
this.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll just let you track to the click, and then you can tell me where they are. Yeah. Cool. Nice. If you're okay with just the click, then all you.
Yeah. that. So,
yeah.
The 1 is on the beat.
Okay, I'm hearing
driving.
you. Yeah. Let me because you have shit. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. Let me maybe
nice.
with hats, or do you think more open, more big? Or maybe we'll do 2 versions of it. I'll just.
Yeah, I think from now we're double time. Because we have been in slow part. Down. Yeah.
Let me lay down like 8 to 16 bars of it and do a thing.
Yeah.
Louis, god damn it, man. I can't
you
do
do
it.
that, I go to the toilet very quickly.
Yeah, do it. I dare you. I double dare you. Cool. Oh, he wanted double time, didn't he? I'm fucking... The hi-hat's just not giving me any inspiration. Something like that. More towards the end, good things were happening. Lol. Someone was just like, lol, Bart left. I'm like, he didn't leave. Let me work out what to quantize and what not to. Let that flam and those kicks stay natural. Forget it. Oh, there was another one there. Yeah, cool. That's all of that. It's a bit messy, but yeah, basically this is. Good, yeah. Let me give that you in. Put the focus on you, because you could basically just do that that loop that you had, and then kind of go, go to town with that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sick. It's quite a long form I did of it. There's quite a lot of iterations of it. So I just guess go till the end, and you can see. I'll try and make it so that you can see how long it is in the camera. Oh yeah, make sure you've got that octave on for now as well. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh
you want
yeah. What's up, K-Man? See you in there. It's finally.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's finally K-Mac 2021. It's finally his year. Have fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not yet, not yet.
Yep, no worries.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Do you want me to take some of that, or do you want to re-record some of that?
One more time.
Yeah, cool.
I'll keep it.
I really liked what you did, like, you know, leaning towards the end of it though. So I do want to hold on to it because there was some magic in there. I just want to pick it up one at a time because if I got all of them out in one time. Oh my god. The chat has descended into pure fucking chaos and I kind of love it, not gonna lie. every time you do something low, one of the guys in here, Louis, just goes like, yeah, low string, yeah, big gent, woo! It's just being as loud as you are, but in the chat. Cool.
Gent in the cup.
Yeah, gent in the cup. Here you go, dude. Okay, 2 bars again. That was cool, man.
First round was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. You did a nice that was fucking sick. Where is
if it's not before the beat, then it's a really boring riff. Horse riding riff.
It's like almost could just be a Michael Jackson riff.
Yeah.
Whoa! Louis dropped a sub drop on us.
Whoa! What was that?
That was one of my blurps. So we've got sound effects that the chat can make happen, and yeah, that was Louis dropping a fucking sub drop. I have that sub drop.
Really low.
That's one that I made as well. So that usually creeps into the song somewhere. I'm all slowed down because of network stuff. So this was your new version. Oh, hang on. Got 2 versions of it.
With fast riffs, the sound is not. Without Octaver, wouldn't it match? You think?
Yeah, it might sound better with it. Yeah.
With the intro.
I just take your ending. Yeah, I just got an 8-bar.
I think we want to do it without the Octaver. It's so muddy.
Yeah, no, I'm into it, and we can just start doing some. Real bass on it. But we got that there as well. I'm probably gonna make another track that's one for the non octaves. Don't know. I'll just call it rhythm 1, and then plain. We could even start to get into double tracking land to get that excitement of the 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could totally have that at one point. That would be fucking sick. Yeah? We can go there. I knew this was going to get thrashing at some point. I knew it. I just knew it.
Yeah.
All right, 2 bars.
With normal sound?
Oh, yeah, with normal sound, yeah. Oh, Jesus, Louis. You got it.
Sorry, man.
Man's been eating some beans.
Okay.
Strong fart right there. 2. Yeah, sorry, I had the Octaver in at the start of it as well. Did you... Hang on. I could just copy that ending, to be fair, and then...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Do you want to get into double tracking land with it?
Yeah?
Yeah,
cool.
let me just pick up a file real quick. Yeah.
Let me hear what I did the second half.
Yeah, it was slightly different, wasn't it? Yeah, it was different on the leading edge of the riff. I see.
Yeah.
Shit. Hang on.
Just the first half of the block I see now. That's the good loop.
Oh, okay, cool. This was like the beginning of the second half. If you want me to lose that, then I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
loop the first.
Yeah. Cool. No worries. I'll do that because I'd already looped the second half. I thought I heard a cool new thing that happened there, but that's cool. Cool. Let me duplicate and get left right going. Cool. Ready to do the double take on it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know what I did in the end.
Do you want to have a listen to the first one that you did?
Yeah, the first block is good, I think.
Yeah. This is what you did before. I'll just play them together and we'll see what the differences are because it might just be like something that works really cool as a double track. You know what I mean? Oh well.
The first take is cooler.
The first take, what you did there was like. Yeah, sounded like that. Do you want to just punch in the end or do the whole thing?
Let me see. Let me see how it connects.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just play it for you right now. I'll put that central again. This is just have a listen to this. This was the first take. Such a cool
Yeah.
I really like it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and the first one is just low B. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. Here we go. Oh, no click and no sync as well. I keep forgetting there are all these extra stages to do with this. Woohoo! Cool. Here we go. That was fucking sick.
I think I got it, or just 1/16 next to that one.
We'll find out in a second. I think it was sick. Yeah, I mean, I could always just like
Yeah, just let me hear it, or else you can.
Yeah, no worries.
I
was just grabbing. Yeah, I could probably do a shift. I was just grabbing the HD versions, and it threw a couple of errors at me just there. I think it's because I deleted some stuff that it was expecting to see, but it doesn't look like it's broken anything. I think it looks like we're still connected and everything. Looked like it was just like a file transfer bug there, but I think we're good.
Cool.
Let's hear it. hang on. Oops. Put rehearse mode on. Oh, can't hear that. So why not? Oh. It's not there. Number 25. Receive file wrong file size, it says, and then something went wrong with the HD recording of that take. Fuck.
Okay. Do it once again.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Shame really, but damn.
Yeah, do one more. No problem.
Oh, hang on.
1, 2, 3.
Here we go. Yeah,
See, I did something.
It is a bit different, but I like what you're doing now. So, but let me just see if I. Yeah, let me just make sure I can actually get the file this time. Yes, now I got it with no errors. That's good. So how is it different? Oh, crap. Sorry. Oh, forgot to change that again. It's fucking cool, but it's different. Yeah, your first one is dun and your second one is dun. So it's literally just cutting one.
I think the first one is cooler.
You prefer the first one? Okay, cool. So we can pretty much just do that. It's from this point you want to pull it back.
Yeah.
It's just I have to take a new palm mute from somewhere. Just to like make it not a loop, if you know what I mean. Like not to have two Jun being identicals, because it would just sound like. Oh. I know what it is. I did wrong there. There we go. I've done it. Sick.
Cool.
Fucking sick. Copy it from that point. Just hit duplicate. Oh no, I had. There we go. Mind if I just lay a bit of bass down to it to feel the real?
Do it. It's not heavy enough now.
What mode?
Without the Octaver, it sounds so empty.
Don't worry, we'll get this. We'll get this right. So yeah, I'm on me control. Don't worry, I'll sort out the articulations afterwards real quick. Is that it? So it does. And then that's the new thing here. Cool.
Yeah, just one.
Just gonna. I now have both the first and the second version in my mind, you know. So. Shit. Ah. Don't worry about those note gaps as well. I'll have that fixed. I'll legato them afterwards. Don't fuck about, Don't fuck about. Bass mode.
Select all, quantize.
Octave on that second half of the verse, someone saying, I just saw some questions in the chat I'm just catching up with. Yeah, Nippon, we're using Cubase 10.5. I do want to get 11, but right now 10.5. I know it's stable. I know it's working. I have loads of projects on the go. If I upgrade, I don't know if they're all going to work perfectly. A lot of the time it does work well, just not ready to do it, fully. But yeah, we had a VST Connect issue over the top, yeah. Doubling the riff with the Octaver is something that people are asking for as well. I think I have the version with the Octaver in here. I'm not sure. No, that's like a writing version of it, I think. So I'm going to actually delete that because that's useless now. We might just retrack
You got
it,
bass now. That should
We've
be
got
heavy
bass
enough.
though, so it should sound fine, But I could always just do... pardon me, sorry. We can always do like a digital double of one of them. Oh, actually, no, we have it here, don't we? It sounds cool, but like it could be too fuzzy with vocals. Let me fix this bass.
What have I introduced? Octaver on everything.
Legato.
Someone feels a triplet feel coming up.
Yeah.
That might be cool.
I can vibe with it. I hadn't heard that yet, but it's a nice idea. Yeah. It's not subscription. No, you buy Cubase, and it comes with a version of VST Connect. But I've upgraded VST Connect to be able to pick up WAV files afterwards, and also record up to 16 channels of a remote performer's audio. It's a much better thing. It's not a very expensive upgrade, but they've released a new version of that. It's called VST Connect 5 Pro. And it's great. It's working really well. It's a lot less buggy than the last one. Those of you who saw Andy tracking, some of the times he would start. I don't know if you watched that thing with him tracking. He would just go, bang, and like the audio would just go. The moment he opened his mouth, he would scream like, "Wow!" and it would sound like. It was fucking hilarious. I missed loads of notes because I couldn't I couldn't slam my finger fast enough. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna just equalize all the MIDI notes a bit. Like I'll keep some randomness in there. But I want to do the I need to quickly check what the key switches are super fast. I still need to upgrade this up, down, up, mute, 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 but not mute up, mute down. I think they improved that, but I just haven't upgraded this bass. So I can go downstrokes, mutes, downstrokes, mutes, din din, open. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hang on. I'm screwing this up. Da da do 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 do. It should basically be following the same thing. Now I do this one. Da da dun da da dun da dun dun da. Yeah, that's it. It's kind of sick, isn't it?
Brutal.
Yeah, Loki bass with a side channel running Neural DSP Parallax. Hello. Oh, you legend. Carolina just brought me a can of Coke. I love you.
Hey, nice.
You're a fucking hero. What an absolute
Send me
champion.
some as well.
Yeah, sure. Let me just pour that into the microphone real quick. Yeah. That's
Pour it into the chat.
Yo, chat. Cheers. Oh man.
Maybe open up this. This is like a sort of verse as well, right?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Whoa.
There was also a
sea of reverb.
yeah. Also, we had another. I had another drum iteration at the end, which I did like 3. We've been working to 2 on the drums. So there's also this on the drums. So it's like an extra ending bit there that we can work with. I just remembered that I had that. I really like the sound of that though. I mean, when you compare the octaved sound, the octaved sound mono to Is the drum? Do you feel like the drums are the snares are kind of too weird? Would you rather have a bit more regularity to it, or are you liking it?
No, it's good. Not too much the snare on the 2 and 4.
Nice. So what you were just playing, was that meant to happen over the top of this, or like over a second version of this with different guitars?
No, sort of opening like a chorus or something.
Yeah.
Half time or so.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Something with a different
More
riff.
melody stuff.
Yeah. So would that be like a lead over the top of it? We could then build a riff from, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cool. How do you feel about manipulating the tempo track a bit with different sections, like dropping a couple of BPM for a chorus, for example?
Fine with that.
It causes some limitations, but it also, I really like the feeling of it. You know, if we can back it down to like 113 or even, I reckon even 112 to open it up further.
I also still like the idea of that triplet that somebody had in the chat.
Yeah, I can move sections around freely.
Pardon me. To go along with the tempo that we're having right now, but observing it as a triplet. These are 16s.
Oh, that's a fucking sick idea. What would you rather?
So the tempo stays the same, but you divide it.
Yeah.
Into a triplet.
Yeah. What I can do that with the signature track without having to fuck with the tempo too much. Would you rather do that version of that now or do a chorus now? Because I quite fancy trying that now. You've kind of got me excited.
Or the chorus in triplet.
Or the chorus in triplets. Let me try this riff. In what's his face in triplets, because it shouldn't take me long to do, if you know what I mean. And then because then we can just do that afterwards as well, and then we've got it. Let me just make a bit of a better metronome.
What's this machine gun?
It's how I tend to hear metronomes a lot of the time. It's like
really,
like
okay.
It kind of helps me. I can just kill those if it's killing you. I can just turn it into
fuck
that. It. But it just helps me to get a vibe. Right. I need to quickly retrack the drums.
Oh. Whoa.
Like that's what I was thinking. Do you like it? Is that
okay,
what you were hearing, or was it something different?
No. I was thinking just this chord progression in triplets, but not that exact
Oh,
riff.
okay, fair. Sorry.
But that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I really like it, and that is very much like what I'm feeling for this. I've just gone and put this all out as
Yeah,
sync.
so we'll keep that for sure. But
Yeah.
maybe after the open chorus, we
Yeah.
go back into heaviness again. But then
Yeah,
with that riff.
this can be the re-verse, the second verse after a chorus. You know, it can change the pace of the whole track. Similarly to how like tracks like Juno by Tesseract and shit work. I don't know how to. One. I'm one. Fuck, that's too complex to play in one. I'm gonna just lay down a bassline drum thing, and then I'll just do drum kicks separately. As just a building block to get. How fucking mad is this?
Yeah. So we do the exact riff.
Yeah, keep the riff the same. It's awesome that way. I'm just feeling like doing.
Yeah. So you have this now on the beat. Or the second note on the beat.
Second note on the beat is where I'm at right now. Or we could move that. We could. I mean, it will rotate eventually, but we could have it like.
First note on the beat.
We could have it like. But that's a bit too regular, you know what I mean? You could have it. It's more off if it's like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you sing along, then you're not in sync, by the way.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, sorry. For me and for everyone else who's listening, having a great time.
Yeah,
okay. So let me just get that on a loop because that's, you know, and then I'll quickly lay down some, like, kick drums into it now that I've just got a beat. Because I can't calculate this. I need to just loop.
Yeah, me too. If I want to learn this, it's a challenge. But it's not impossible.
But I can duplicate as well. See, now I think I've duplicated it in the right way, so I think it's done now. Oh, I'm a 16th
and
note
then
out.
looping.
I was 1/16 too many times. I just wanted to be able to do that. Everyone in the chat's like texturements or monsters. Monextures. That's a really fucking cool riff on its own, like.
Yeah.
And we could never have written that as it is. So whoever said triplets, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
chorus
okay.
time, right? Chorus, but in the old vibe, right? In the old, in 4 still, right?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, we've changed our headspace now, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you had that vibe going on, and I really like that, and that could still be another chorus. You know?
something like that.
Yeah, I could.
If it wouldn't be triplets, then it would be not so open, I guess.
Yeah, I quite like the vibe of it in yeah. Do you want to try one of them, or do both of them, or whichever one you want to do now, we can do. I'm completely open for either.
Let's just record this in this rhythm and see how it sounds.
Yeah. Do you want like
sucks?
Do you want a placeholder drum thing? Like just to feel the groove of it a bit. I can lay that down super quick and just loop it for you if you want.
Okay, I'll search for a bit more transparent sound then.
Yeah. Go for it. You can do that while I do this.
Yeah.
Get some pedal hat in there for you.
Nice.
Because that makes a vibe.
I like it.
I love gent. Cool. Lots of loops for you, just in case you feel like developing it as you go. And you now have priority. You ready?
No.
No. That's cool. Woo! I love gent. I love gent. It's my favorite. Take care, Miguis. Migu kiss. Yo, Travis Scott Burger, hold the C. I love it.
For now, yeah.
It's great. It's a perfect vibe.
Bit lower gain. That's all.
Bart's using a Kempo, and it sounds wonderful. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So this is. It's all right. 3 here, and then 4. 1, 2,
okay.
3. That was perfect. I love that.
The first half it loops, and the second half is 2 loops.
Yeah, that's wicked. I like.
So
I like
you can
the change.
You can divide it into 4 parts and put the first and the second next to each other, and the third and the fourth left and right.
Nice. Oh, okay. I see what you were going for there then. So they're 2 different choruses there. That you just basically saved some time in doing. That's. You're great, dude. Was that for double tracking? Did you say? Do you mean?
Yeah, for left and right away.
Fucking legend. I try to work in the same way. I just do some quick. I just can't quite tell where the middle was. I can use the drums.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
No, I did it a bit different. So you can divide the thing I recorded into 4 parts, and the first 2 parts are left and right, and the second 2 parts.
Oh, I get you. My bad. I understand now.
It's okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Now I remember. That's what you did. So I'll make them the orange, and I'll make these the yellow, and then I would know that these are the 2 things. I guess you would do it kind of like that. If you were,
let's see.
These would be 2 different. Yeah, they would be 2 different choruses. But right now, it's better to have it too long and then take bits of it out. You know.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to like structuring this, I don't even. One of the things I love about Cubase is I don't even have to like align the entire project in order to jump around the place. All I actually need to do is I can draw like and then I can just drag events in here and it will jump around for me. So I can go from D to B to E to whatever in whatever, and then I can just do like counts of it. And that's one of my favorite things for songwriting is that, you know, then you don't need to rearrange the entire thing in order to get that. And then you can just flatten that into another project and then do all your shit from there. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to start preparing that. So, but I've made these as 2 separate choruses because I could just loop this one internally. Of course, I can't do that while you're recording because of network stuff. But
yeah, okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me
see if I can come up with something for on top of that right away. Let's play it. See.
Yeah. Perfect.
If it already works.
Yeah. For leads or for
something like that.
I'm with you.
Something like that. I don't know yet.
Yeah, for the first part or the second part?
Just play it and we'll see.
Yeah, cool. I've doubled the first one, so there's 4 of the first and 4 of the second in case. So that way you've got a few times to get the first one right. But I'm expecting to just stop in the middle of that one. Do you have control? You do. Cool. 2 bars leading in. All good?
Yeah.
Great. Here we go. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Me counting you in was a huge mistake. I realized.
Yeah. That's really out.
I realized it as I did it. I was just like, why are you doing this? I'm just so used to it being like that in the room, man. I actually forgot we weren't in the room. Like this feels so connected that I actually forgot.
Yeah, it feels so close. Yeah.
You're in fucking Holland.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Again. Okay, we stop it?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't hear myself. Maybe this patch is a bit not so loud, is it?
You have control of your own monitoring on your end, but if you, yeah, the actual signal is quite low compared to the other one, so you could just push up the volume of the patch if you want.
Yeah, I think that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's great.
So
Sorry.
this goes like.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I love it. Let's stick with that. Did it play for long enough when you were doing it, or is that a bit short by the time you got it, or do you think this 4 times
No, I
is
think
enough?
2 of those orange ones is enough.
Okay, cool. Then we'll leave it as 4 so that we can track into it, and then we can do the yellow. Oh, or is this part going to be the same over the yellow one? Or do you think you'll change it?
No. I want to try something else on the yellow part.
Cool. We'll leave it oversized, and we'll cut it down once we've got these parts, just to make it easier to track into. Cool. Here you go, buddy. I love that.
It's a bit dangerous notes, but might be cool. I don't know.
I love the way it fell. And on one of the repeats, the second time you did it, the notes dropped in a different... they dropped a bit early. Like, they kind of domino effect fell down. I really loved what you were doing with... I love what you're doing with it. Let me grab the... quickly grab the HD file.
I don't know if I... No, I'll keep it like that.
Take care, Plesvinus. It was lovely having you here. Have a good sleep, buddy. Yeah, I really like that. And this is what it sounds like through that same effect patch before that we had. Does that make it too... Does that make it too wet, do you think? Or does it work?
It's fine.
Great.
Yeah,
cool.
More space is good.
Cool, yeah.
It's very layered anyway.
Yeah. Let's, do you want to do some stuff?
Put it on the second half.
Yep.
Maybe it fits. I don't think so, but...
Oh, you want me to put it on? Okay, first. Yeah, let's check it. See what it sounds like, yeah. Hang on, let me,
Totally different,
yeah.
progression, but...
Just wanted to double check that that was actually in time with us. It's too quiet because this was this was that really quiet like pad before, so I need to pull it up. So that's a good level now. Oh, that sounds really sick. I liked it. You're going like no, and I'm going like yeah. I can hear how a vocal could make that work, but I'm totally fine to just let you do a thing. We can always copy it later. There's nothing stopping us from doing that, but yeah. I kind of feel like you might be right there.
No, this doesn't fit, but
oh, we got a legend in the chat. Said they've hung out with you and talked a couple of times when you were gigging in Finland at Frostbite Metal Fest in 2009, and when you appeared in their hotel room as well. He's saying saying this is one of the coolest streams he's ever seen. That's so cool. Do you remember him?
That's awesome, man. No, we had a big party over there with lots of people. So
yeah, I know exactly how it is. It's really hard to remember all of the times that you've partied with.
Frostbite was horrible, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice, man. Thanks for the heads up.
Nice. Cool. All right, I'm ready to track you into this whenever you want.
Let me see. For short, this.
Do you want to just jam over it?
Sorry?
I was going to ask if you wanted me to play it for you to jam over it just to work it out. Or...
No, I'll find it out like this.
That's fine. I'm actually going to pop to the little boys' room really quick, so I'll just let you work that out, and I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yes, that! It's a nice ending chord, but I don't see how I can connect it yet. The same, or So 2 chords. Hennephof guitar. Where's the host? Mike!
I'm back.
Save me!
Is
I think I found a solution.
Where is the host? The host has left. Ah, fuck.
Would be nice if you can press the spacebar, your spacebar from here to hear the progression.
Sorry, buddy. I just had to pee. I'd hydrated too much. Cool. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to track or play over or?
Yeah, let's try.
Cool. Nice.
I've got 2 chords. They should fit over both, but I'm not sure.
Nice. Cool. We'll be here. Oh, no click. Yeah, it's cold outside.
Oh yeah.
That was gorgeous.
I forgot it was moving faster, those chords.
That's all right. So that last bit that you did there, the second time round was probably the one to take then.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Let me
keep it for now.
Yeah, let me grab the HD version of it.
Yeah.
Someone called Yeti Boner in the chat just asked, what a name, Yeti Boner. We're using VST Connect built into Cubase. And that Yeti Boner. That's how I'm having a guest performer inside my project. It's a wonderful piece of technology.
VST Connect.
VST Connect up in your ass. That sounds so nice. Ooh, with that trail, I'm into that. I'm into everything about that.
We're in inside of Mordor.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm jamming out on my feet over that, trying to work out a rhythm. Are you thinking like simpler kicks or more complex kicks?
Yeah, for me, there are no accents for me yet.
Yeah.
So
I kind of feel like it could be open, very, very open, and it could be very, very open, crazy as well. It could be either. For now, I'll probably just put in like something kind of simple. I'll just track something in. So that we have something.
Keep it open as much as possible, yeah.
That was great. I didn't need to keep going. That felt really nice. I need to just leave the pedals up all the time so that I can just have that. Yeah, I've got you can't really see it from any of these angles, but yeah, I have a like an electronic kick thing. It's actually really cool. I found a plugin a while ago which takes you can plug a trigger straight into your a trigger pad straight into your interface. And then it will make MIDI happen with that. And then I accidentally routed that to my voice, and I had a moment just like Louis had the other day when he had his voice accidentally triggering like a snare drum. But yeah, it kind of like broke. Anyway, every time I talked, it would make kick drums happen, and I'd just be like, "Oh fuck!" It sounds so beautiful. I absolutely love it.
I have a vocal line in my head. Where's Daniel?
Daniel, where are you? That's so gorgeous. Do you want to lay down a placeholder vocal for, like on an extra lead line or something?
Maybe you can do it with some kind of synth.
Yeah, I can. Actually, there is a way for you to play a VST instrument into here. If you had a keyboard and a plugin, like an instrument that you like, you technically can actually play straight into my thing. But if I have the notes, I can just pick a sound on my end as well.
Yeah, just was thinking. This is the bass note of that part. To start on the major 7th.
Okay, let me
Or maybe even high for like a Gojira.
Yeah, I just need
Gojira scream.
I just need something that's like, I don't know if what I have in the Nord is like the right thing. I have ideas that this could work with. I don't.
Alien phone call.
Yeah. That's just like part of a distorted thing. I need to get out of live mode and browse. Find something. See if I've got a patch that is like awesome, just waiting for me. I can't remember where all my I can't remember where all the things that I made for like insane. Nah, everything.
Just anything. Yeah.
Let me get something more MIDI that I can fuck around with.
Or with my guitar, just a lead sound.
Yeah. Just do something yourself, I'd say, for now, because...
Imagine Gojira scream.
Yeah, I hear that.
Just as a placeholder.
Yep. Yeah, just because it's... I just can't... Yeah. And I'm guessing this works over both. This will work over both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
As a start for a vocal line, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I might lay some piano down under it afterwards, just because it can add a really nice vibe. I can add all sorts of kind of haunty, kind of crazy things underneath it. See, but you know, I like that sound. I've always liked that sound. Right, ready to track you doing this. Yeah, wicked.
Sounds really relaxed, but it should be.
I can hear it. I'm thinking about a plugin that I can throw onto it to make it instantly sound like, you know.
Okay.
Basically, just
nice.
Throw it through like a decapitator or something and just go fucking crazy. I'm just gonna.
Thanks for I see all the compliments. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, no, man, everyone's loving it. I'm loving it. Like I don't say it often enough how much fun I'm having in the moment. But yeah,
this is really cool, man.
Yeah, dude, this is wonderful. I've only ever done one of these sessions before, you know, with a vocalist where I've just written all the music myself, and it was a lot more funny because it was just like we were just making up stupid shit. I would just write a quick riff, and then we'd just be like, he'd just be yelling about cooking a crockpot recipe, and that this is actually like this doesn't have any silliness in it apart from the fact that like some of the riffs are just like
you don't know yet.
That's so fun.
Can you do some bass on this?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I don't hear the bass note.
Yeah, I haven't done a bass note yet. Shall I do a bass? I'm thinking about doing a bass line that mirrors the kick drum. And I can do that. I can do that insanely
for now, even
easy.
A whole note of just boom.
Yeah, just yeah. But what I tend to do, you're gonna like this, I think. Sorry, I just forgot that I had this. This is my kick drums I just copied. I can just go legato on all of that, and then I can just
perfect. Done. Yeah, because I don't hear the bass notes in these open chords.
I was hearing it in my head. Is it B to then D, right? 1 3 6, right?
B.
Yeah. 1 3 6. So like. Take care, ideas. Wow, that is so wet. And here's the second version. Oh shit, different bass notes.
Yeah.
What are the notes on this?
It's a G, an E, and the B.
E down to B. Cool, so 6 4 1.
Yeah, and they shift faster than the other one.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me get all the notes on one note again and then mute it. Let's have a listen. I'm not sure where the bass notes. It sounds to me like the bass notes.
Only play that guitar.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what I've done.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's similar. Down, 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 boom, and then I can always go
6 4 1.
Yeah, 6 4 1, and I'll do a higher octave at the end as well because that's how it goes. Oh my god, what did I do there? Cool, here we go. Sorry, bump. Fucked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome though. Like
I don't know yet.
Yeah, me neither. But I like it. That's all I know.
The first first block, I like more than the whole second block.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
fair
the
enough.
Orange part is cooler than the
yeah. Okay. Cool.
One.
In that case, we can for now we can keep D as maybe like a third chorus variation on like if it's a double chorus, we can just throw D in for like half of it. I'm actually thinking about as far as an arrangement perspective. I'm actually thinking about making the choruses into like halves, so we can have a half chorus, or we could go like C D E D, for example, to be able to like just to be able to have more control over the the way it all works. But yeah, for example,
or like every other, like C E D F.
Yeah, we could try that. We can have a listen to that real quick. C E D F, and then I want to end it with G into that triplets thing. I know that's very much the same as like how Tesseract would do it, but this is going to be very long. Sick. That's really nice.
Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying now. These are double the length of what they need to be. The reason I've got the fucked up. Hang on. I just accidentally made my my reverb at like insane volume.
2 of those is enough.
Yeah.
That's the whole chorus.
It's just because we have these guitar lead takes that are double length. That's why I've been doing that, so that I can maintain their tails. So what I'll do is I'll just try to remember that I do have like double lengths in there, in terms of these leads. Or what I could just do is take. Yeah, that's where I get confused on how to treat it. But yeah, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, for me that sounds really natural. That
Yeah, these didn't need to be that
E,
long.
and that's it.
Yeah, C, D, like and then we can just do that and then that, and it will go like C, D. Oh shit! No, hang on. E. F. No, my bad. This is all I needed to do.
Yes.
Just so that I've got access to it. C, D, E, D. And then G. That's it. There we go. You can do some cool things.
Okay. Yeah, so you have D now as the ending of the chorus.
Yeah, is that the wrong?
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
I thought it was a cool way to run that. Yo, hey Vandad, thanks for the host. Thanks for the raid. I really appreciate that. And thanks again for the follows, Beat Garden, and I missed one as well. And Neanderthal. Thank you so much. Just been so into writing the song. Hope your stream went well, buddy. Yeah, that works really well. I don't know how everything else kind of fits into it. My guess is that we'd have like the whole of A would kind of go into B, that would then go into the whole track, but it wouldn't then jump straight into G. That didn't make sense at all.
No, that's a bit extreme.
Yeah, but we could totally do something else with it. I don't know where it would go after that. Probably like a variation or something like that. But this is a really cool track so far. Fucking love it. It's so cool. What should we do next? Do you want to look at the triplet variation of the chorus?
With the chord progression, you mean?
Yeah, I wasn't sure when you were talking about like the chorus ideas of like you had an idea about triplets and you talked about the chorus about triplets before I showed you this monstrosity. No, it's not that. The you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just was thinking of a new riff in those triplets. While the tempo stays the same.
Got you.
Or maybe ask the chat. What should we do?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of
We
like.
need you guys.
I like the idea of like rolling off this vibe. It's so sick.
Yeah.
You could easily just do a like.
So that would be the bridge. sort of.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, in my head, I thought that could work as like a post-chorus for the first chorus, but it didn't work. We tried it, and unless you had a transition that would like kind of you know like an extra bit of riff for the end of the chorus, like. Something like that.
Not sure yet. I'm gonna think about it on the toilet.
Sure.
And maybe ask the chat what we should do.
We're gonna just have a bit of fun working this one out, aren't we? See what we can do. Yeah, Bart needs to hydrate for real. I saw him hydrating earlier, to be fair. I was kind of hearing like a potential, a very texturesy, like you know, something that extends the ending and then makes it go triplets. But that's just because I've heard textures do it a million times and I love the fucking sound of it so much. Yeah, fully a sick thing. How are you all doing anyway? Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. Blimey, there's a lot of you. It's been hard to keep a track of what everyone's saying at the same time as writing this. This whole vibe is just so fucking cool, man. Yeah, I might do something like that. The problem is that like when I do things that are like if I'm trying to write like a segue, my melodic choices are usually a bit too like Phrygian dominant or otherwise not very conducive of, you know, they don't fit the tonality of the song, and my theory is a bit like fucked. But those were the chords, right? Yeah. Dun, dun. I've got an idea. I do actually have a bona fide idea here. A Yeti bona fide idea. I just need to yoink. I'll just use the end of this chorus here. Shit. I can do this mainly with MIDI on this one, I think, now that I have an idea. Maybe it doesn't have to be so fast at first.
Yes, sir. You have an idea?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and write it in a way that like works for you. It's like a way of getting from this chorus into triplets, writing my idea of an amazing texture style segue that like kind of takes the end, extends the end of the chorus into something that's like at the end of it, but like, you know, it's like kind of turning your head around in a way that's inspired by what you guys have done with the band, but in a way that is kind of different.
Okay. Bring it on.
I just it's hard kind of like jumping out of. How you doing, man? Have you hydrated in a while? The guys in the chat were saying you've been at it a while. You should hydrate. Look after yourself.
Yeah, I'm peeing so much because I already had half a liter of water.
Awesome. Yeah, I did see you smashing it before. Everyone in the chat is so wholesome. They all just wanna look after everyone. You know, they all wanna look after you as well.
And I think the song needs to cool down after this part. That's what the toilet told me.
Oh, okay.
Just bow. And then go on.
Fair. I was writing something that was totally different. Yeah.
No, but it can be still after that, for example, or before that.
I just wanted to see if this would work. I'll see it through. Just as a joke, mainly, but who knows if it will work. I just need to, because you can get pretty advanced with the arranger track. You can end a section on like a 16th note. So I can now test out seeing what H to G sounds like. Haha. It wasn't quite how it was meant to be. It's missing a single 16th note from that, so that's why it was sounding weird. It really, but the drum,
mind fuck for sure.
Yeah, the drums needed to fucking fit it a bit better. Dun, 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 dun. Shit. Give me drums, motherfucker. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Ah, shit. Let me just play something in. I'll have a quick listen to this. I love that. I love that. I'm sorry. I know that you wanted it to be chill. We can do chill, and we can try this. But then we've got two versions, and then we can have a shootout, or just ask Dan. But I'm just thinking of a way that introduces the three before. I need to use technology to like.
What about? Yeah, I like it that the guitar is solo like that, but maybe make it a break.
Yeah, that
something like
whether
that.
or not it does both, and then this is like it can spur from this point to that riff, and then it can spur from this to a new riff that just follows that idea of yours. Let me just see if I can try it's gonna make sense in a second. I just had to like try and work out a way to like introduce So this is now. I'll turn it on, and you'll hear the transition I had in mind. These cymbals are out one. I think this would do it. Yes, that's it. It's a bit more complex, but. it's a cool
Makes
segue.
more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, let me try it at the end of a chorus, and then we can make a new riff out of the end of it. What was the chorus before? It was C D E D. So we'll do C D E and then H, which is our new one, and we'll hear that out. Yeah, that's exactly how it's working, Stephen. Oh, I forgot to fucking do the leading point. Shit! All that prep for nothing. But now it'll work. Yes, that's what I wanted. That was
cool.
the idea I had in my head.
That's really cool.
I really like that. I'm gonna write that in the notepad on here. Yes, Stephen. Basically, we're using Mikey fucked chorus is C D E H G. Yeah, cool, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because the song starts brutal, and now we're going to ambience, and it should have a kick in the face again. It's good.
Definitely. I really like. In a way, I kind of just want to hear this through from the first riff we did to that second one. Cheers, Papa. But at the same time, I love hearing the whole song. But at the same time, you can listen to it too much. I just kind of wanted to recap and see what that intro going into the B version into the chorus.
We should keep pooping out stuff and then
cool,
later glue it together.
That's fine. I get into listen mode too quickly a lot of the time, and it causes problems. So nice.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've just got all these ideas already, but A and B going into that makes sense. So what should we poop out next? Yeah. Oh, I'm saving every 5 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm literally just saving, like, I control S all the time, like, but also
yeah, I do that as well.
Papa said, Bart's like, fuck off, let's keep pooping. So you had that transition I just did. You said you were talking about leaving the guitar open and then having a da-da as a thing. Do you want to roll with that or do something else maybe?
You mean a break to set in that?
Yeah, maybe like
start that riff.
Yeah, it could maybe be like the second time. If what we just did was the first chorus, then maybe the second chorus has like a different version of this interlude that leads into its own riff, and not necessarily in triplets at all. You know, something that's like its own thing. You seem to get inspired by that and heard it in a way that I didn't, and I kind of want to just like explore that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we can try it.
Yeah, let me.
I was thinking like maybe even with like a telephone guitar, and then that as a break.
Yeah, I like that.
And then start the whole riff.
Oh, before it becomes triplets. Oh shit! Yeah. So this isn't like a second chorus and like new thing. This is just something to fit in. I'm hearing.
You already have a sort of break with the solo guitar, just one riff. You can also make that a few more repetitions, and then
yeah,
I'm
like I'm kind of at the point where I'm gonna need to start marking out what everything is, because I have so many different things here, and it's gonna start. I'm gonna start forgetting what is what. Chorus A, and then that's chorus.
It's very important.
chorus B. This is chorus A end 1. This is going to be chorus A end 2. Chorus end 2. Yeah. Oh no, that was a chorus A ending, wasn't it? And this is chorus A end 2. And then we'll choose which one of these we want afterwards. So how does it sound like in your head rhythmically? Where those guitars are? Should I change those drums and we'll just think about or maybe you.
Well, that break is pretty cool that you have there, but just let the riff run. Play it from there. Yeah, so you only have the ta-da.
Oh, I see.
You can,
You're talking about
before the band starts, play there. And from there, the band starts.
Right. So if
like 2 full repetitions or something.
Okay. So I take. What I'll do is I'll take from my programming. And then I'll lose that, and then I will bring your guitar of it in there at that point from the non-triplet version because it fits in 4, I think.
Yeah.
I need to cut it at that point. And then hopefully that will work. Just so long as I get my insert point correct.
People are going to sleep on Saturday night before midnight.
Man, that's the world now, man. The world's different. So this is what it sounds like now. I'll keep the drums muted for just a sec.
Yeah.
So at that midpoint,
2 of those repetitions and and there a fill.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then the band falls.
Nice. Okay.
Drops in.
So I'll change the drums. Kind of. I'll change them a bit.
Yeah, that's cool. The ending.
Ba ba, dun dun da da.
I was thinking the other one.
Oh, just the dun dun. I don't have a symbol mute thing mapped. I do have access to them. I just go. Yeah, something that's in 3. What I need to do is make sure that yeah, okay, there's a rhythmic thing I have to prepare. Because it would need to basically follow. I'm just trying to think how to lead the listener into triplets at the moment. That's what I'm that's what I'm fucking with at the moment, is just that.
I think because it's such a big switch, you can really exaggerate it. Make it simple.
I just don't.
Boom.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did there, just to map out a fill backwards, if you know what I mean. What letter did I just make? I just made an I. I needs to go into G for now. And I'll just remove the rest of it so that I can fuck around with it. Although I can start making new chains. I should probably start doing that. And then like renaming chains. Yeah, that's a better way of doing this. Arrange a chain 1, rename it to chorus original simple, and then next one chorus weird end short, and then this one will be chorus weird end long. Oh, that's long. And this one was going to be C, D, E, and then what letter did we just make? I, G. And I'll just start that from I so we can hear it. Cool. I got the lead in a nice way. The thing is that in order to like, maybe it can be a shorter fill, so it's like. But no.
It doesn't pull me into the new rhythm yet.
Yeah, it needs to be like, maybe from the first one. I have an idea. If this is my number one. Then we'll just do this, and then these will get gradually louder, and then it'll be like dun, 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 blah, blah.
Someone wants to hear gallops.
Gallops? Who asked for gallops? I didn't say. Oh, Papa Rain. Yeah, old school at some point. Yeah, like I need to make these accents louder, but I just basically started. Oh, I love that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, let's try this. And then I'll use some splishing to get that going. Let's see what this sounds like. This is probably going to sound good. This dead ending though is killing me. So I kind of need that. That wasn't meant to have kick drums. That was meant to be.
Oh, wow, that's pretty nice, actually.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, cool. That's wicked. That's wicked.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just misunderstood you. I thought we were going from that. You were actually thinking of a whole new riff. But yeah, that works really well. Actually, when I listen back to the original version, it sounds almost like it's really cool. I'm having a hard time. I've become so attached to the tripletized version of it that one sounds silly by comparison. Oh man, such sick riffs.
Both cool.
Yeah, and then I was gonna make like a halftime version, I think, at the end, but I don't know if I can be bothered. It's fine. We don't have to do that. We can do that another time.
Yeah.
Cool. What else? What other things should we keep pooping out?
So this is a sort of bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You would say.
Yeah, it definitely could well be like some kind of
how many minutes is this roughly? 2.5,
shit.
3?
Oh, it's too hard to tell because there's too many variants of it, and the time base of this is like, I mean, it's. I mean, I can do some basic math. It looks like maybe does the arranger track tell you how long song time? Oh, it does tell you. If let me make a new arranger track for the whole song. With only one chorus for now. And then, how do you make a new one in here? Create new chain, there we go. Song layout. Oh, let me bring up Cubase again. song V1, and then it's A to B, and then it does a C, D, E, the I, and then G. The total song time is 2 minutes and 17 seconds now. That's a really good time for a bridge, but we've only had the one chorus, so this is going to be like a 2-chorus track, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
guess. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you have the. Maybe a simplified triplet part.
Yeah?
That's the ending of this stuff.
Yeah, do you want me to give you like a quick triplet beat? Like to have some fun over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because that can just have solid kicks. And then you should think about getting some gallops in here as well, for real. Like, this could be gallop land. Let me lay down. Not splashes, that's too Lamb of God. Now, the other question I have, by going triplets, we made this so much harder to like think in 4 over. So if you wanted, we could use 4 to write to, and then we can superimpose that over triplets if you find that you're tripping up. But it sounds like you got it. But have a jam over it, see how it feels. But I would totally be, I think it could be really cool to just have like, make use of. You know how we came to this riff. It would have been so much harder to think in this complicated way. We can track it in an easier 4 version if you.
We have the complicated triplet section now. It can have a tail of a bit more simplified triplets to go somewhere else.
Nice. That makes sense. So you might as well play to it. That way it will be more simplified because it's easier to do in the moment. I like your logic. I'm digging it. Cool. You have. Yeah, everything's configured for you to play. I'd say just let it run for 4 bars before you play. Like maybe 4 bars. I can make it 2 bars of it instead, so that you get like, so it'd be like 1, and that would be your start if that works.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, here you go. Oh no. Hey.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, cool. Go.
2 bars, right? Oh.
Dude, that was so sick. While you were doing that, I was doing like this. Holy shit, that was so sick.
But I didn't play it 2 times the same way, but I think it's pretty cool.
I'll quickly fetch the
No?
Yeah.
No, it's positioned different now.
Yeah. I think that was
Give
how
me
you.
one more round.
Yeah. Do you want to just do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Cool. Here we go. That's it.
Yeah.
Go. Here we go. Dude, that groove, that was fucking...
Got it.
This is what I love showing people is that, you know, what musicians who write so much, like how it looks like to just... Because the amount of times you play it, you do the left and then you play it again and do the right and then you go, fuck this, I'm just playing it twice. And then like years of development lead to this point. And then you just shit it out like it's nothing. It's fucking mad.
Only I fucked up the very last note, I think, but
Did
for
you?
now it's okay.
I nearly just fucking pulled in the non-WAV version for a second. Let's have a listen to the... Let's hear it. Oh yeah, like it's a slight... I don't know which one. Which one was...
And...
Do you want to retrack or do you want me to repitch a note?
No, I can retrack it then.
First version or second version to lose?
Second was bad, right?
I'm not sure. This is the second. This is the ending of the second one.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. And.
What? What?
I can't
Is
tell.
it? That's the difference.
Yeah, I just can't tell which one is which.
Yeah,
it's
right?
too hard. This is again the first one.
Yeah.
Is that the...
No, it should be the...
Okay. So that was the second one then, right?
Yeah, that one is the good one.
Cool.
right?
Okay. So I don't know. Do you want to just do it twice again?
Yeah.
just do it twice again because I can't actually work it out. They're both a bit ambiguous.
Yeah, it's half, whole, half, 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 whole, half, whole, half. It's not so difficult. Yeah.
Oh
do it
yeah,
again.
it's the first one that jumps too far. Then this one's wrong. It jumps 3. It jumps 1.5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Fuck
So
that.
so redo the first one. Yeah, got you. All right. Here you go. Here's your 2 bars in as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you want me to put it on a loop and then you just get the one that you want? Cool.
A few more.
Thanks for the follow, Lady Beast. Welcome. That one was sick. It was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is hopefully good enough.
I'm gonna make sure I've got both of them. Just cut it properly. It's kind of Lamb of God. I honestly hear it as quite a unique sounding riff. It has elements of different things, but I wouldn't say it is like, you know, it's unique enough. Let's hear these two, by the way. I think it's going to be the second one. It's the second one. That was perfect.
Yeah, the first note's not so clear.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I'll take the first note from the... We just retracked the left, didn't we? Yeah. So I'll do that. So I just took the first note from the previous one, so it sounds like this. I'll just crossfade to remove bullshit. Yeah, just because of the I got it. I'm kind of dying to hear like a reharm, maybe like a semitone lower or like something with like a different drum beat, and maybe it makes it even more crazy, like you know what I mean? Is that too much? But like it with a slightly but with a different note as well. Like I was kind of hearing like what note are we in now? We're in C sharp, so I was thinking like maybe C even, like I don't know. It's just a note that's flying around in my head.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it was like or like something like that. I wasn't sure, as like a secondary version. But it's so easy to come up with that on keyboard and then be like, yeah, do that. Yeah, but with a C, with a C as your low note instead of a C sharp. With a is that too fucked?
With this one?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
no, it's not possible.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe B then instead, but we just did B before. That's why I thought like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear it yet.
That's fine.
What is the function of this part?
Like at the you have the. It would be like I'll
It should be the tail of the triplet section.
Yeah, it's like the crazy end to the tail of a triplet section that would then lead it back into a chorus or something. For example, let me I'll try and demonstrate with a live Yo, Novena just raided. You legends, guys. Thank you. We're just writing some crazy stuff here. If I were to just like dun, 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 dun. And the purpose would be then to then have another and then it could have like a crazier ending that could lead you back into the chorus. That's what I was hearing. Yeah.
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 Nice.
How's it going, Novena guys? Hope you guys were having a wicked stream. Thank you so much for the raid. This is Bart from Textures, who's a fucking legend, and we've written a whole song in one stream so far. Pretty much, we've got an entire track. This is almost leading us back around to the second chorus, which could then just which could just have a variation on the original riff we did. Or even just either of those riffs, and then we have basically a song there, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I'm always curious what vocals will bring.
Yeah,
we're gonna add vocals.
Yeah,
right.
And we should probably have you and Daniel in the vibe as well. And Andy might want to. Andy could also like kind of collaborate with Daniel. We could even have or we could just have a stream where it's just Andy and Daniel. But it would be cool if you were there as well. I'm not sure. It's a whole new dynamic. It's a whole.
Yeah, for sure. But you have to find out what will work. But would be nice to have Daniel and me on.
Yes, no, that's the plan. He's down. He was gonna be here tonight. Was just too tired. He's just working.
Because
so
from
hard.
there, when you add vocals here and there, you will see what parts work and what parts might have to be longer, and then you can really finish the song.
Yeah, fully.
Don't need me for much parts, but just a few parts
True.
extra.
Yeah, and also it can be a wider collaboration as well. Pardon me, I just had to get some stretching in my legs because I've got foot pedals by my feet. Like I'm sitting with my feet like backwards, and it's just like strained my legs a bit. I feel better now just for having a little stretch there. What do you think about having this like transposed, different tuning, slightly crazier version? Do you want to try?
I'm a bit looking at the time though.
Yeah, we can call it, and I could probably just I could continue the writing of that, and then we can track that at another time, because I can't play like that.
Yeah, we might need another session for this, and
that's fine. I just get lost in time, I love to just fucking go until the sun come up.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah.
But you can go on forever like this.
Oh yeah, fully.
I really love it.
Yeah.
But I also have a baby to take care of.
Of course. I'm so singularly focused over here.
Yeah, for sure, man. I really love this.
Man, it's been so fun.
Might continue with the next time really finish the song, but we got a lot of material now.
Yeah, fully. I'm gonna go ahead and make a version that everyone can kind of listen to as a final version, but you can head off, and then I can just show them that to finish off the stream if you'd like. I really appreciate you doing this with me, man. I can't wait to continue
it's really cool, man.
It's
really
amazing.
Refreshing to have this also, that this is possible. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. I didn't realize that it could work this well. And I think bringing it into the live vibe, with having all these people hanging out with us and watching us do it, it's a whole new kind of writing. It's something I've never seen done before, and as soon as I realized how cool it was with Andy, I was like, let's just do this with lots of people, make it like a Roadrunner United of modern musicians that fuck with Twitch. It's just a whole new game, It's
it's really really well done.
Thank you, man. You too. The writing's impeccable. I can't wait to have a listen through now. So go take care of your kid. Lots and lots of love to you. Thank you again. I can't wait for the next one. You absolute legend.
Very cool, man. And thank you very much, people. I see all the comments, and I'm reading as much as possible. But
it's hard having a live audience in a writing session, but we've done well. I think we've done well. Cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of people online. That's really cool to see. So thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much again. Take care of yourself, all right?
All right, man.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay.
Man. Legend. Absolute legend. See ya.
Yeah.
Right. That was great. Discord asking me how did the call go. All right, let's have a little playthrough. Oh, that didn't work. Hello. Ha. I made a few new things. Yeah, that works. That's great. Cool. Thank God for that. We can still have something where you can see this. So at the moment, we don't have a thing that brings the bridge back to the chorus. But I'm going to. I'm just working out how to make a quick ending so that we can enjoy the last vibe of this. I have an idea actually. I was thinking about doing a halftime. I just didn't want. I could see that Bart wanted to move on to other things, so I'm gonna make a quick halftime of this ending as well. It's just a bit tricky that these sections sometimes start like a semi-quaver before others. But that's fine, because we're not thinking in 4, you know. Lots of love. Everyone go give Bart a follow for when he does stream. I'm not sure if he's planning to do it, but if you follow him, then you'll know when he does. That's him there, the Hennephof there. Let me do that. There we go. Oh no, SO didn't work there. Wait. That worked. There we go. That's the first time I don't think I'd actually done that. I just want to like half time all the Chinas. Bang, 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 bang. Hello. Man, what a fun project this is so far. I just love it so much. That will do as like as an ending. Right, okay, so we are going to go. We've gone I as that new ending has brought us into G, and then that's taken us to J, and then that will take us to K. I actually don't have enough room for this. We'll take us to K. We'll imagine a transition there, and that will bring us back to the chorus. C, D. We'll go C, D, E, D. We'll make it a double chorus, so we'll go C, D, E, J. C, D, E, D. And then we'll go C, D, E. Actually, we could do the shorter version of it as well. Because we got those two ends. We'll go H instead of J. I know this doesn't mean anything to you. It will make sense. H, and then we'll go G, and then K was L is my ending. So let's see. Awesome. Yeah, Bart's going to be streaming, playing his Texas songs here on Twitch soon, and there'll be more collabs. Hell yeah, that's amazing. Right, here's the song. Here's a form of the song, just my first like iteration of it. Enjoy. I'm thinking this riff worked better without the... It's not really an intro, is it? But we'll use it as that for now. Actually, the song is 4 minutes 40. At the moment, this won't be the final form. You legend. Spirals, thank you so much. just imagine a better transition there, maybe, or something else that didn't feel quite right. But I just want you to feel like there's a song at the end of all of this, you know? That shorter version worked really well on the second one though. I had to pull that in from the beginning. Damn, that's sick. That's fucking sick. I love that. How the hell did we we essentially have a 5-minute track there. That's mad. That's absolutely insane. Like, how did we pull that off? I have no idea. It was a very similar dynamic to what we'd had. Bart was asking, am I out of the stream? And I was just like going crazy with it. I can't message him for some reason. My Discord is locked up. Very strange. Oh well. Wow. Just mad. Less than 4 hours and there's a track. You know what I mean? It's like, it's mad that we can get to that point. Yeah, 3 hours and 30 minutes. And you've all watched all of it. Bart hitting you up like, yo, should we do some more of that? It's really cool. I've never actually used this angle, but I love that I have this, you know. It's so close to me as well. It's right, like this is my arm and I'm here and it's like, can see all of this. It's perfect. Really love that. So yeah, the camera setup is getting like perfect. Man, having you guys hang out while I do this stuff is amazing. This arranger track as well is something that I am utilizing more and more lately, and you see how awesome it is, you know, because you can draw in at any point, you know, this section with the like it starts on the upbeat, like 3, 4, and 1, but the section starts there, so that's why going from I into it works so well, because I made I finish in a way that made that riff made sense, you know. You'll see it start from here. Yeah, this is so sick. I actually haven't yet managed to have a session with any of the Monuments guys yet. Me and Ollie, we have a track. I have a track that I've been writing that's gonna make it onto the Monuments record. The guys really like it. The problem is that I've written it all on keys, and Ollie spent months, like every now and again, just learning it a bit. But what we need is a session where we just make it like playable and new versions that are playable, and then write a song from that. But now that I'm getting really comfortable with how this whole thing works, it's a really good thing to have. This works. I felt like Bart was in the fucking room with me, man. Like, that was mental. Like, I genuinely felt like he was there. It was almost better because I didn't have to keep turning my head. Like, and can you imagine he could have had a VST instrument, a synth, loaded into his keyboard, and then he could have just played it in, and I would have gotten the audio and the MIDI from that. And then if I have the same plugin, I can then run his MIDI into that, or do something else with the MIDI. Like, you can throw MIDI over this whole system as well. You can also have it where, like, he has an amp sim loaded on his end. But yeah, thing is with John and with Ollie, with Brown and Ollie, like, the things we're writing are for the Monuments record. Therefore, like, this is its own thing where we're cool with people hearing the process because it's like a community project. But with an album like that, we want it to come out and be at its final form. You know what I mean? So that, like, limits what we can do with it. But now I'm so much more comfortable with this. Hats off to Steinberg for this update on VST Connect. It's amazing, man, to be able to have it. Literally, at this point, I could drag anyone in. Anyone who had a Steinberg account, I can just double click on them if they're ready and waiting. Then they just jump on in, and then we have the mixer of all the tracks. I could even have a drummer come in, which I don't need, but I could have 16 mics come in, and I can't get them all in one moment, but I can get it all afterwards by clicking that WAV button. They'll all just appear, But yeah, no, they're not using a DAW at all. The Steinberg VST Connect Performer app is free. There's no DRM, there's no nothing. It's just you pick it up, and then you can work with someone who has a Cubase with VST Connect. There are two versions of VST Connect. There's SE, which is the free one, but that has the limitation of not being able to grab these WAV files. When you've bought VST Connect Pro, then you 16 mics. Nice. Then you have the benefit of being able to bring those WAV files in afterwards. You saw me hitting that, like, grab HD files, which would then appear on their own track, and I'd then drag them in and delete the version that came over the internet. I actually had to squash the versions he was bringing in because we were having some big latency issues. But you can literally control the performer's computer. You can change what audio interface they're using. You can see what the buffer size is. You can choose which video device you're seeing from their computer, change all the bit rates of the video and the audio to get it as good as you can. But the other thing that's crazy is that you can have a video file inside Cubase. Like, I've done that. I used that when I was comping the drums for Portals. I had the first draft of the edit, and I was making the drums, making sure they were matching up and picking a different take to make sure that the camera and the drums were right. But if, let's say, for example, I was the main editor of a video project like that, I could then have the video inside this, and it would send through VST Connect. Let's say I'm the producer and I need Ackle to retrack a part. I could have a camera looking at him in my Cubase, and then he could watch himself playing with me being the video playback host. But you can either do it watching the video over the internet, but if there's internet problems, he can then load the video file into VST Connect Performer on his end. As long as it's the same video file, the time codes are all identical, and the time codes set up correctly in the project. When I press play, his video file on his end will play in sync with my video file with the project. So he could do that. Oh man, Stephen, you did something like this over ISDN. I've never seen what that can look like, but this would work. I could do like a South Park episode. I could have a voice actor jump in, and I could have the animation in here. And this isn't even Nuendo. Like, this is what I don't get, is like Nuendo takes it up a level more. But even in Cubase, I can export video out of this. So I'm thinking about all the crazy kinds of video ideas I can do, like the meme videos that I do with Ollie, for example. And with Drusif, we're actually thinking about, we've got one that we were making. It's a parody on a fucking funny scene, and we could have him playing along to the video of, you know, when they say blah 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 blah, he could be going like drum 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 and seeing what it looks like. I can cut about the video. The only thing you can't do in Cubase is time stretch any video or change the playback speed. So if you're gonna move accents around like I like to do musically, it will look more janky. But to be honest, like, I can then do a better video edit later. Like, you know, it doesn't really matter. The possibilities are endless, and what I love is that I'm finally making something happen with those possibilities. So yeah, my only gripe with the arranger track is that I want to export this as a song, right? I can't unless I flatten it to a new project, and then I can bring that project. I can either export from that project and then just sort of like let that project file sit on the side, or I can then bring that linearized into here. I just want to have a listening bounce to send to Daniel and be like, dude, listen to this. This is what we've got. And then we'll go from there. But don't you worry if you missed this. This episode is going up live on YouTube as soon as I finish. Probably doesn't help that I've got all this extra music over the top of it, but fuck it. You know, you do what you do. I could just record the master while I'm playing. Yeah, that's actually not a bad shout. Banana Atrium, that's awesome of you, thank you. Yeah, that's cool. That is doable. That would take, would it take me 5 minutes to make a new project file and then export that? And then I've got it at MP3 quality the way I like it? No, it's probably still quicker to do it this way. So here's the dialogue window, and it's current chain or checked chains. I don't know where I can check them. Current chain. You can do it to the current project, and then you can lose or keep the arranger track. Make real event copies, and don't. But I think if I do this, it's gonna flatten it, and I'm gonna lose my original one. But yes, Mega Trivium. He could be sending me the DIs at the same time, and I could be recording them. Or he could only have his DI plugged into the guitar, and I could be recording both an amped and a DI'd version from his own amp sim. And I can even control remotely his plugin. I can kind of control the GUI on my end, but I can record a DI as safety, or he could give me the DI separately. He set it up so he could do that. But I was just like, I could do more with these riffs if I had taken those DIs. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't, but I've also got, I've got the digital side of it as well. So I'm going to make a new project, and then it's, open new projects, cascade new projects. Because I'm only making the one, I'm just going to hit flatten and see what happens. It takes a while for it to spit it out, and obviously, but it will play back just like what we did. Here we are. It's now it's made a new project file, and we'll see what happens. As much as I want to keep working on it, there's there was one thing I wanted to do, which was add some bass to one of the riffs. I'm just gonna leave that for another time now. I should have done that before, but Nolly collaborating with Monuments. Yeah, I got a test mix done of The Alchemist once. Off my own back, I kind of sent some files to Nolly, and I was just like, what do you, and he did a test mix of it, and I was like, that sounds huge. But Brown really just wanted to produce it himself. So you see what I mean? This is now a completely linearized version of that song, and the arranger track is still intact, so I can see which letters are which. I could even actually just quickly do the bass in here, and then I can even pull that into the other thing as well. Hang on, what's going on here? No, there's no point redoing the bass for that because it's not a finished thing. I can actually drag this out in the way that I wanted to, because before it like the thing ended at this point, and I couldn't actually like let it keep going. So now I can just select it all. I'm probably going to hit duplicate just so I can double the length of the... Oh shit, no. I just made it 10,000 bars long. Whoops. Oh well, now I've got lots of room to play with. This is all P4. Yeah, it's a really solid sounding kit. Very little going on, a bit of turboing. I haven't done much. There's a bit of a parallel compression thing going on to make it work nice. So now I'm just gonna put the marker on the left and delete that marker I just made. And now I'll bring my export up and go ahead and dive around in my stuff and find a place to put it, and then hit bounce and then let it be. Man, incredible. And the fact I can do all this while streaming to you, this computer being able to handle it, hell yeah. Like, multitasking is real here. So there's a folder somewhere called Lockdown Lunatics. There it is. To Bart, and then I'm gonna call it to Bart V1. Save. Got to keep these things clean, and then locators is right. Let's talk about WAV. Fuck that MP3. We're just trying to listen. Don't reinsert. Export. Here we go. Job done. One of the things that oh, you were getting a bad distorted sound from the music. You shouldn't have been. Oh, I know why. I reckon it's because this project, as I opened it up, it's like doubled some outputs. It sometimes happens. I did notice it sounded like particularly chunky there, but yeah, I just thought that was me like just messing around. Sorry, I've really got to stretch my legs. They're like super tight the way I've been sitting because I've got pedals under my desk. I have to keep my legs like further back. Yeah, One Kit Wonder's awesome. To be fair, like, it's just because I've got a template right now and it works really well. Then I just quickly want to bring those tracks from another project straight into like a different one, or, you know, take something I've already got going on, because I'm gonna ultimately just jump on to the kit and track it. You know, I'm just gonna go over here at some point. I was even thinking about doing that tonight, but I'm too damn tired, honestly. Way too damn tired. Oh, that's feeling a bit better. I kind of want a standing desk a bit. I don't think my cables can stand it. I might give it a try. We will see. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Thank God for that. Kind of flexing, but, you know, fuck it. You gotta do it, right? If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. That's why I bought it, so that I could stretch and continue. It's a good vibe, man. I mean, I'm like standing right next to a fucking light right now, but... Can this go up anymore, actually? No, that's at the top. That's fine. Who cares? Who cares? Hell yes. Yeah, I've spent some time working on this desk to make it like right. I'm not doing it to flex. I'm doing it because I want to stand up and I want to keep working on here and doing it. So yeah, I'm guessing the next episode will probably be continuing on this rather than starting another new one. But yeah, for anyone who's interested in that desk, there is an episode, and I will go find that real quick for you so you can link straight to it. And it's a studio tour I did before I got my Antelope. And I basically start off by talking about the fucking desk. Like, I talk probably more about the desk than I do about my about my gear and my drums, because like it's a huge part of my injury. You know, trying to get something that all the angles were right. You know, so it's an IKEA jerker that then. Also, I put wheels on it, which have broken. I can't wheel it around, but that's fine. I'm really happy with the position right now. Cool. That's just finished, and that should now be uploading straight to OneDrive. It's already uploaded. Amazing. So I can just link that to anyone now. I love OneDrive, the way it integrates as well, to be able to just to do that in that way. I'm thinking about trying to angle this up a bit more. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, angle to just... I can't remember what the fuck I was saying. I think I'm knackered, honestly. I don't know how I did this after kind of partying a bit last night. But yeah, no, that's it. Having OneDrive there, then in a folder that only my bounces go into. I don't bounce into my project folders, so my project folders are offline, and then my online folders are just for the bounces and anything I want to share. Maybe if I'm sending stems to someone. The thing I want Cubase 11 for is that you can run a series of exports, with processing on, processing off, an MP3, a WAV, all in as one thing. Right now, the export window in 10.5 doesn't allow you to do that. You just can do all that stuff. You can't change the processing by settings in here, but you set one up and then you wait for it to finish, and then you set the next one up, which isn't ideal. So yeah, it's super sick. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna have a quick look, see if anyone else is streaming. Probably only the Americans or other people around the world who are streaming right now, but who knows, there could be something sick going on. But I'll get this uploaded ASAP so that you can watch back this whole process ASAP. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I just absolutely love it. We got a few people. We got Dom Palumbi. I haven't seen him in a long time. He drums and he's fucking awesome. We've also got Nick Nocturnal. He's up having a heavy music party night, which is probably sick. To be fair, that's probably like a really great hang. There's also Andy THPS, who's like a big metal fan. He's a fan of Monuments, and he's like an insane Tony Hawk's player. And there's also, yeah, I think that's it, to be fair. So I think we should, we'll throw it to Nick, because it's kind of like an after party. Yo! Thank you so much for the bits, man. I really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. So yeah, hang out with Nick Nocturnal for a while. See if you like his vibe. I really love hanging out on his streams. It's a really fun time. Give him a follow, because he does lots of different kinds of things. He's in a band with Andy from Monuments called Termina. They make some fucking sick music, which is awesome. So yeah, just have yourselves a great evening or day or whatever time it is. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'm really looking forward to sharing the next one next Saturday. Tomorrow I'll be gaming with my wife. We are trying to hit affiliate on our new podcast channel, so my Sunday gaming streams are happening on there, so you can hang out with us as we game. We do a weekly podcast on Wednesday, so please give the Malian Show a follow. The link's in there, and yeah, we'll have some fun gaming on there, and yeah, so let's I guess just Texturements raid, or Textures Monuments raid, because he probably won't understand. Oh, wicked! There'll be a theme for the next episode in the Discord. So come hang out in the Discord as well. Lots and lots of links. I know, but yeah, that's where we hang out. We have a great community. Some late night gaming sessions, stuff that I wouldn't always do on Twitch because it's not so interesting. But it's just a nice hang. Lots of chance to chat and hang out. So take care of yourselves. Monuments, Textures, raids, and I will see you again soon, guys. Thank you so much. Be well. Take care of yourselves.